Oh, we're going.
Oh,
We're starting.
and we're on. It's like the first time every time. We just love doing this. Welcome to Mom's Take 5.
Mom's Take 2.
Yeah. Well, we made an executive decision. I look so tan. Am I this tan in real life? What's happening? I'll take it.
John's got a big head.
Me?
John had a big head. I had to shrink down my
I have a large head.
Done your
my headphones.
your headphones.
Yeah, they were giant.
Well, it's Mom's Take 5. This is season 2, episode 22. We are talking true crime today. We're getting real dark over here.
We're gonna wing it.
We're gonna wing it. It's gonna be fun. But first, let's do some updates.
This is Ashley, Molly,
Kim.
and
Tara.
we are 4 best friends who by fate moved into the same cul-de-sac. We talk all things mom, wife, and woman. We are Mom's Take 5.
We're jamming hard today.
That's really
Jamming
loud.
real hard.
Yeah,
Well, we just did the dad's takeover.
we did.
We
Sorry.
did.
Click something else because I can't see the thing. You see it? Our producer is missing, and this is
Oh yeah, Ashley's co-producing today. But yeah, Dad's Take 5, Dad's Takeover last week. Did you all enjoy the the picture? I think that was my favorite
That was really funny.
with all of our heads on the
worked really
bodies.
hard.
Did you? You
I
did
not-
so
It
good.
didn't take too long, but Canva came
In handy.
Yeah.
Canva's the bomb.
Yeah, it
I
worked
thought
really well.
I was super proud. I actually think they did a pretty good job. So
Reddit too.
Yeah, it was a good listen.
I put out a thing on Instagram asking if they should do it more. A couple people said, yeah.
yeah,
Matt was like, no, they should not. And I was like, you don't get to answer.
you'll be voluntold.
Yeah.
No option. No, but I was really proud of how for their first podcast gig,
Yeah.
they did good.
Yeah.
They were pretty smooth, I felt,
I know.
in the conversation.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's funny. Mark had some time and he was like, he listened to it back. He's like, oh, that actually sounded better than I thought.
Yeah.
I did do a really good job.
Yeah, I
I
did
think-
pretty well.
I think when you're sitting here and you're like, you're in your head so much.
Mhm.
You don't want like the long drawn out things. You don't want to like stay on anything for too long. I don't know. You're just like, you think so much about it while you're doing it instead of just sitting around listening. That's good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Erica said the dads did great. It was so nice to get to know their personalities better.
Mhm.
Thanks, Erica. They did do a good
Yes.
job.
Yeah, my
Pretty
mom-
proud of
I'm
them.
back, Kim.
Thanks. It's been a minute.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, we made an executive decision to bring Kim back,
Yeah.
and
We got
we
kicked out for a
kicked
while.
Molly out.
Yeah.
So
freezing.
Kim is here.
I feel a little cold, but I always warm up.
Okay, good.
And then
I
get
feel
hot.
good.
So
Yeah.
JY taped the vent last week because we were both freezing in here. And then once all 4 guys sat here, I was like, I can see sweat beads on their foreheads. I'm like, you need to uncover that. So I made them uncover it mid. I was like, that's too warm in here for
Cody
them.
was like, even though I was so hot.
Yeah.
He was like, I was sitting between Mark and Matt, and I was just like sweating.
they were sweating.
It was
I could tell.
they were like giant, and Cody's
like,
Cody's like this.
little Cody.
I thought it was cute.
It was my favorite. I made a joke. I was like, whose kid is the one in the plaid? But they didn't see it. And then you were like, Cody, you look like a 10-year-old.
I know he did.
I was crying. I couldn't stop.
I kept trying to get them to check the updates because I was like, guys, you got to like keep up because there were
You
so
gotta
many.
read.
We had
Yeah.
some good,
I know.
some good interaction last
You
week.
see me
That was
call
fun.
John's ass out on the grass.
Oh, yeah.
On the mowing the
I was like,
lawn.
what are you talking about? Yeah.
He's like, I mean, probably like as much as I'm a bullshit.
I was
Ashley
sitting-
mows all the
I
time.
was sitting here like, I'm not answering, but we all know the real answer.
Nothing gets past me. I'm the lady at the window. I know who mows that lawn.
I know. I know. I know.
Oh man, they
So-
did good though. I thought that was super fun.
No F-bombs.
I know.
It's true. I don't think there was
Did they
one.
not?
No, I don't think there was one.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
I know. Do you know I said something? Oh, JY was watching something at the table today now, and it said the F-bomb. And I was like, babe. And he's like, are you kidding me right now? He's like, you're the one that calls them, the dogs, constantly like F and assholes or whatever all the time. So I'm like, you do whatever. I'm like, no, it's an effer. And he's like, oh. I'm like, get it right. He's like, oh my gosh.
Lady.
I mean, we
Yeah,
do regularly swear, but I
Oh.
guess
Yeah.
we try to clean it up, I guess, on here. Or you
I
guys
mean,
do,
I
I
try
don't.
to, especially since I'm at a distance from
The beeper,
Button.
it's explicit, bitches. deal with it.
I know. I do put that this is explicit and that it is not for kids because sometimes you just never
It's
know
not.
what's going to come out.
Well, and
Even
the
if it's-
topics,
yeah,
the topics aren't for
even if you're
kids.
not
Right.
swearing,
Right. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not meant for kids.
No.
So kids, if you're watching, go
turn it off.
turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Well, we had an eventful week, right? Let's see. Mark and I went to Lagoon. You guys went to Lagoon,
Oh,
didn't you?
yeah.
John took John took Matthew and Jack.
Oh yeah,
To Lagoon.
Mhm.
yeah.
Ava
and
had tumbling and stuff. So
I was there. I had a friend from out of town, so we were
Yeah.
there, which they paid full price, which is a kick in the pants.
Yeah, it
is to see
it
that.
really is.
So
So
we were there
expensive.
pretty much open to close, and I felt like I had like a Lagoon hangover afterwards. I was like, oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you went all day.
Yeah.
Because you felt like they had to get their money's worth,
Oh,
right?
It was rough. I really appreciated the pass and being able to like be there for a few hours and then leave or go at like 5 and
Yeah.
not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It was rough.
I can imagine all day in the hot sun and then till close. That's a long day.
Yeah, and luckily it
really
wasn't
long.
super hot, but just
That's good.
and,
Walking
like those
and-
rides just jostle my head so
Yeah.
badly.
There's
It's
some
so
I
true.
really don't like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like some make me kind of feel sick. I wish I didn't, but they do. Lagoon, for those of you that don't know, it's an amusement park in Utah. It's like an exciting summer spot for us Utahns. It's got roller coasters,
Apparently, the
water
price.
park. Oh my hell, it's $100 a pop?
Yeah.
But we
For
got
a
the
day.
Santa brought season passes to all the kids.
Yep.
All the kids.
Which
So
has been
And
amazing.
magical.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys, I did something I've never done
What'd you do?
when we went to Lagoon. You know, Mark came at
Oh,
first, but he
yeah.
had pre-plans to go with his best friend to Wendover for the night to, you know, gamble a little bit, but mostly to golf. And so we were there with the 3 kids, and I thought, you know, we were like, love you, bye. His buddy picked him up from Lagoon, and I was like, oh, we'll go on a couple rides, and then we'll go home. Nope. Me and the kids shut the place down.
Good for you.
Awesome.
Me and my 3 littles, we just like ride after ride after ride. They were laughing and giggling, and we kept doing the ices. Have you got the ices there?
Uh-uh.
Oh my, so worth it.
Are they good?
They're so good. I don't know if it's because it just feels good to drink them when it's hot,
It's freaking hot.
but you
there.
get these cups. So the first time you make the purchase, what was it? I don't know. Maybe it was like
Oh.
$40. But then you just get to refill that cup, and it's like $1 or $2 for a refill.
And you can get the icy in it?
Yeah,
Can you take
whatever-
it back all
what-
season?
all season long.
Yeah, we might do another one of those.
So yeah, the ices are where it's at because
know
it's
you
a
could
treat
fill it up
and
with
it doesn't cost
ices.
an arm and a leg. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
right by the entrance on the right side, just all along the wall.
You have to do that.
Wait, it's a specific icy cup.
Correct.
Okay.
You have to buy
Oh,
their
oh, oh.
icy cup.
Okay, because
Oh, I see.
we did the soda cup,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we didn't do the icy one. I don't know.
Yeah.
If we'll do.
I don't know if the soda cup will work for the icy.
I
We'll
know.
to see.
I feel like
but
it should. It was freaking expensive, but I feel like every once in a while you want a little carbonation, you know?
totally
With
keep
caffeine.
get you through
Or
the day.
caffeine, especially the caffeine.
My kids are they're so freaking brave. Do you feel like that when you go to Lagoon?
Jack
Yeah.
went on Cannibal.
Yeah.
I know.
Ava's the only one who hasn't gone. She's like, oh no, Jack went. That means I have to go. And I was like, you're going.
Matthew was trying to get Tyler to go, and he like pulls out his phone and he gets out $5, and he's like,
bribing them.
yeah, and he was like, next time I'll go, and he was like, okay.
He's so funny.
It was cute though.
He's been a stinker. That one. I think everybody has witnessed recently. I mean, he has turned into, I don't know what about 14, but I am telling you, the last few weeks have been like not my favorite. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I love his sense of humor. I like, like that he feels he can hang.
Yeah,
But at the same
be
time,
playful.
yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, you need to learn respect. I mean, there's a fine line between like hanging out, messing around, and then like just being rude.
Yep.
So every once in a while, like the other night, I really had to call. I was like, "You're being disrespectful right now," and I'm like, he was with his friends, and his friend kind of like looked at me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not afraid to call him out in front of just because his friends are here."
Yeah,
He was embarrassed, but I was like, "I don't care. Learn to be kind.
Don't
I
be-
agree.
Don't be mean in front of your friends.
Don't
man.
be mean.
True. Mama's gonna call you out.
Karate punch you."
One of the 4 around here. One of us will call him out every time.
Yeah, well, we have to. That's what I like. I'm like, dude, tell him, put him in his place. Being a stinker.
When we walked to Maverick, I think on the way back,
Is that the one that I walked away from?
Ashley abandoned us.
I did. I had
She
it,
did.
guys.
She did. I don't blame you.
I don't either.
That's why we're a village.
said I
We
was
got
like-
each other's backs.
Are you guys being mean to your mom? Kind of. Like, are you guys being little turds?
Gosh.
Is it
Ava,
making your mom mad?
yeah, Ava totally came home, was like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I really didn't want you to leave. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just like hit my limit, you know? Like I was done, and that's okay. I wanted you to still go and whatever, but I needed some time.
Yeah. Sometimes, girl, we've all been there. I feel you. Well, not the first, won't be the last, you know?
Oh, I know. I'm like, I'm actually surprised I've made it this far in summer and there haven't been more moments
Yeah.
like that. So
That is pretty good.
I know.
it might be glitchy.
Oh, no. Is it glitchy?
Hold on, let me try what I did last week. I think it helped. 1 second.
Okay, we're going to fix the
It's just
It's
us.
the glitch.
It's just us holding it still.
Itch. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I was going to jump on and see if I can see it. Okay, the video will stop for a second, but you'll still be able to hear us. True crime stories is what's popping today. So as we're fixing this camera here, be thinking about the stories that keep you up at night. You know, we want to hear those.
I had a fit of rage today.
You had a fit of rage? What does that mean? Oh, no glitches on there. It might have just been Kathy because everyone else said it's good. We feeling okay? Practice moves. Practice moves. Did you grow up watching true crime in your household?
No.
No?
I would have had nightmares. I would still have nightmares.
What about your mom? Did your parents or your mom or your dad?
Mm-mm. Not that I know of.
Oh, my mom was always watching 2020. What were some of the other big, like, popular true crime? Cody Logue, Drew Group.
Yeah.
Cody and I relate on, like, horror.
He still watches
level.
it. I told him what we were doing, and he was like, "Oh, I
Christina
have some
loves
for you."
true crime. Does he?
I used to watch Law and Order SVU. I know it's a show, but
Yeah.
it was on it later, but I would have bad dreams.
I
Like that I was getting murdered.
That's what's so
Unsolved
freaky.
Mysteries.
Oh, Unsolved Mysteries. Kate, my mom for sure watched that one.
Yeah.
That Unsolved Mysteries was my favorite show ever. Erica and Rebecca watched that. 2020 was the big one for me. Yeah, I remember both of those. My mom still to this day watches those. I got to give her credit. Like when I would be going out with the girls during my young 20s, single life, she'd be giving me all the tips and tricks to stay safe.
Here's
you know?
how you don't get murdered, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So my fit of rage today,
Oh, yeah.
driving down the road, like side road, not
Yeah.
a highway, not a freeway, not going 50, maybe slightly over. And I like made a lane change. This lady comes like up on me and is like throwing the bird at me, like in her window. And I was like, the hell? So I like passed the speed limit sign and I like point to it.
Yeah.
And then she rips around me, flips me off like from the side.
What?
And I had Tyler with me and I shouldn't have, but then I like flipped her off. So then she gets in front of me and she's flipping me off like through the back window. And I was like, lady, I don't know what I did to make you so
angry. Thanks, honey.
That has a
Make
big
a
dent in it.
Quick guest
Yeah,
appearance. Say hi.
flew
Oh,
out of
thanks.
the-
Thank you, love.
But she was real
That's a
furious.
road rage has been getting to me.
And then I just
Major.
kept giving her thumbs up because I was like, why are you
That's my
so
favorite
mad?
move.
Like why? Like I wasn't going I was going over the speed limit. I wasn't going 20 over the speed limit,
Right.
but I was going over the speed limit, driving just along with flow of traffic, and she was angry.
Were you on the freeway?
No, I sure was not.
Regular roads?
Yeah, 45,
Yeah.
and I was going 50 at least, maybe slightly over. Like I said, 51, 52.
Oh my word. Yeah, why? She just had a bad day and she took it out on you.
But then Tyler was in the car.
Oh no.
So he was like, Mom, how come you gave that lady the middle finger? And I was like, I was like, buddy, I shouldn't have done that.
It was a no.
Sometimes-
Sorry.
I know, I was
Sometimes people are assholes, honey.
I got a little
Right?
too upset, and she did it to me first. I was like, but it's not really an excuse. I shouldn't have given her the middle finger. But she kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just feels good, you know?
Sometimes they just need to GTFO.
I know.
She needed to. She needed to get that out. She'd had a bad day, I guess.
Yep, she did. And you sadly were the brunt of it.
I feel like there's been a
Jeez.
couple drivers lately that I'm like frustrated with. People are just stupid.
Yeah.
They just do stupid stuff. And I'm like, what? Oh, this lady got mad at me today because there's lots of roundabouts. I was taking Matthew to a friend's house and I was entering the roundabout, but you know the little diamond things that you stop at so the cars can keep going around? I like just got to the little spot where I'm supposed to stop, and she's like, and I was like, dude, I'm not running into you. I am stopped where I'm like, go, like, hello, go. Like, I was so angry. Like, that stuff kind of makes me mad. I think she must have just felt nervous. I don't know, but I was like, I'm in my space, lady. I didn't do anything
I guess
wrong.
in her defense, I feel like roundabouts do make me a little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm probably way more paranoid in a roundabout because I'm like, do you know how these work?
Yeah, it's
Do we need
true.
a lesson?
Because they are tricky. And four-way stops, too. People
Yeah.
really don't know how
Yeah.
those work.
See,
That's
I
tricky.
love roundabouts. I think they're like
No one in Daybreak knows how to use
the
roundabouts.
best.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of
Well,
them.
and they zoom too
There are a lot
in
of
Daybreak.
there are a lot over there.
And it's always busy over there. I like them though. Four-way stops is where I get nervous because
yeah,
people run those all the freaking time
yeah, they need to
at
change
full
that
speed.
one.
Like Mountain View Village, you know, if you ever
yeah,
make a yonder trip out there,
I don't
way
like
out
that one.
there.
Yeah, I don't.
I like Mark has literally told me, he said, me and the kids almost got slammed because
Yeah.
a girl, you could tell it was a young girl on her phone,
not paying attention.
didn't even slow
Yeah.
down. She just,
right through.
we always tell our kids, you have to be like, what would it be? A
defensive
defensive and
Yeah.
an offensive driver, really, because you're at the mercy of everybody else. You have no control of what they do. So when the light goes green, we don't punch it. We like sit and we're like, is
Let's
it
make
clear?
Sure nobody's coming.
Like, fine, you want to
Because
honk at me? Go ahead, asshole.
many
I'm going to make sure I'm not
accidents-
getting hit,
yeah,
you
I tell
know?
my kids that too.
How
Yeah.
many accidents happen when like people blow through a red light?
Yeah.
And boom?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
sit there for a while.
I mean, once it's safe, then I gun it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I make sure it's safe first.
Make sure nobody's hauling through.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like, because Matthew's 14, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna be going to driver's ed soon. So I like try to point out little things like,
Yeah.
see what they just did. Like that's against the law. They're not supposed to do that. So make sure, you know, like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
That was a poor
See
example.
what I did? That was a bad example. Maybe not do that.
we were at Tim and Holly's a couple nights ago. And we like went inside. We're like in their backyard and
I
like
know,
going through
it's-
their house. We took like seriously, they were showing us all their stuff. We had a shot of the best damn liquor I've ever had in my life. It was like
Yeah?
raspberry something. I was like, I want that. It was so good. But what was my point? What were we talking about? Oh, drivers. I'm thinking of this because we just told them this story a couple nights ago. It was 4th of July. It's
Yes.
great because it's almost 4th of July. So
Yes.
the timing's aligning here. It was last year. Was it last year we were in Bear Lake? Yeah, it was last year. And we watched fireworks, camped in Bear Lake. And on our way home, you're getting out of the parking lot, right? It's crazy. Everybody's trying to get out of there. It's packed. And there was this total douchebag in a side-by-side with his girlfriend. Okay. Mark and I have been sitting there patiently waiting in the truck. Luckily, our 3 kids got in with my brother and sister-in-law, Jake and Kira. So they all 3 were in with them, except Zeta, but she was asleep in her car seat. And this douche, we're starting to turn and he just like guns it and like is coming out like a maniac and sand's going up everywhere and he gets in front of us. I was feeling feisty because we were there for a hot minute. All my kids are pretty much out of the car. I rolled down the window. I'm all, let us in, asshole. Mark's like, Dara. And he goes, be ready for this. He goes, suck my dick. That's what he told me. And Mark, you should have seen Mark. He went from like chill to madder than hell. He was like, you don't talk to my wife like that. And just pretty much ran this dude right off the lane. And he was cussing him out and the guy just cowered.
He did.
Like he was like, well, she called me asshole. And Mark's like, I don't care. You are being an asshole. Don't talk to my wife like that.
Oh, really?
It was the funniest damn thing. I was like, that was really hot. And he's like, you can't do that shit. You're going to
Yeah.
get me in a fight. I'm like, okay,
No,
you're right.
seriously. Have you heard of the road rage? Like,
Yes.
people kill
Yes.
each other.
I know.
That shit scares me.
It is. And normally
So
I never do because of that reason. But I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just with Mark. Like my kids are
Oh
pretty
my
much all like
gosh.
occupied in a safe vehicle. Like I got this.
Oh my gosh.
But what's funny is we get back to camp and we're telling my brother Jake this story.
Yeah.
And Jake's like, no shit. He goes, guess what? Or no. We didn't even tell him the story yet. He goes, this idiot pulled up, because they were in front of us, pulled up like alongside of us, was trying to cut me off. And he goes, rammed his off out, and he got stuck in a sandbar. And we're like, what did it look like?
Oh.
It's like this guy with his girlfriend. We're like, oh, no shit, it's the same guy. So we were just laughing because it was bad karma, you know. Don't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Beep. That was a button. That was good. Thanks.
Oh,
That's
Christina.
what I always tell my mom. I'm like, Mom, you can't be flipping people off.
Oh,
It's true.
people are scary.
She gets all
Yeah.
feisty and throws out the middle finger like it's nothing. And I'm like,
I can
With
see your
the
mom
kids in the
doing
car.
that.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
question.
Absolutely, I can see her.
Yeah.
I can't do it. She's got a mean,
Oh.
mean.
Like an RBF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can really.
I don't know that it's just her face.
She can really glare
She's got
someone
a good
down.
RBF, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
But
favorite-
yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is like when she's waiting for you at your house and she's sitting on your porch and she's just sitting there real grumpy like.
Yeah, she's like,
Like,
but then when I wave at her, she's like, hi. Like she gives
Yeah.
me like this huge smile and waves.
yeah.
It's surprising.
See, yeah. Christina says there was a teen on her phone. She rear-ended a cop car. I was behind her. She got out of her car with a bat and broke my window with my 4 kids in the car. What?
Oh,
Hold on. The teen
Did she get in trouble?
on her phone rear-ended a cop car and you were behind her and then she took it out on you. Yeah, hold on. How did this story end?
Yeah,
I feel like
keep
there
going,
had
Christina.
to have been an arrest or something.
That's wild.
That's insane.
Take her in.
Take her in. Crazy
She's
person.
being ridiculous. Also, I'm sitting here under this light thinking like, good grief. Like these are so bright.
Are they bright?
Yeah. They have
Yeah.
switches on them. So when I take them down, I'm going to take them down when I paint. And there's little switches on them that you can change like
Lower.
the temperature of them.
yeah.
I'm going to make them a little warmer so they're not so bright in our faces.
Yeah, it's like,
That's a good
it's
idea.
like the sun.
It
Yeah.
is.
I also have like standing lights to help be on us. I've got all kinds of guys. We're going to have quite the set.
I know.
We just need some
do you-
couch. We need a couch.
We need couch. We need some plants, some life in here. We're getting there. It's looking real good.
I haven't done anything for a couple months.
Well,
It's all right.
yeah. Neither have I. So I haven't done a damn thing in here. Actually, this is all you. So I'm not complaining.
How dare you not come to my house and fix up this room?
Remember,
Gosh.
we should. We're all in
Whatever.
here.
Stop. It's my house.
Oh man.
It's my house.
What else happened this week?
Guys, I had to take my lips. Okay,
Yes.
so everyone knows that I had my surgery in December, and part of my surgery was you get like so much free Botox or filler. So I was like, oh, I'll try it in my lips because I want to know what it's like.
Yeah.
So I got some in my lips back in April. And for like the past week, I keep waking up and they're like huge. Like I went to John this morning. I was like, look at this. I'm like, I feel like a freaking, this is like
a blowfish.
yes, it was awful. And he's like, and then he made a dirty joke, but I'm not gonna get there. Anyway, so I was like, oh my God. So I messaged the lady and the lady was like, sometimes heat can mess with it. Sometimes if your
Oh.
body is fighting off an infection. So I'm thinking like
Like an
allergies
antihistamine.
even.
Yeah.
So she said, take an antihistamine for like 5 days and let me know how it goes. So I took one today and it's a non-drowsy one, but I still feel
Oh, yeah.
like
They make me
Off.
feel tired.
like I am so tired today. I was driving and then I was sitting in the car while I was at tumbling. I'm like, holy cow, like I could go to bed right now.
Right.
I could be done and just crash for the day.
yeah.
You know what? You should try. I took this at Lagoon a couple Lagoon trips ago. It's the non-drowsy Dramamine, the ginger one, like the more natural one.
For allergies?
Yeah.
Really? Dramamine?
Oh wait. I'm just kidding. That's not for allergies.
For
That's
emotions.
an anti nausea.
I'm like, wait a
Like
minute.
motion
Does that
sickness.
help?
What
Yeah.
the hell? Sorry. Scratch that.
Should try it.
Rewind. Well, then Christina said she got arrested, but not before getting tased. Holy.
What?
That's
Wow,
That's
Ducky.
nuts. What does that mean,
What does
Mom?
Ducky
What's
mean?
Ducky? Probably a
That's
reference to something. I don't
funny.
know.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean
Oh,
it
my
makes sense why
lips.
she got teased. Oh,
She's talking about
Ducky
my duck
lips.
That's what it is.
They
do
look
look
good.
a little more puffy today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually small. You guys, tomorrow morning I'm gonna. Well, I don't have any time. Tomorrow's gonna be insane. But I was like, I'm gonna come show
Take
you.
a photo.
I'll
Take a
photo.
selfie. Yeah.
I'll take a little video. I mean, they are like insane. I mean, I feel like it worked. You know, I just feel like she's like,
Tired.
take it for 5
Yeah.
days and see. I'm like, ugh.
Just
Yeah.
just take it at night.
Yeah.
So, but if I
Instead of
took it
that
this
day.
morning, do I take it tonight again, or do I take it? Do I not take it till tomorrow night?
No, you should be fine. Take it tonight.
I'm not gonna. You and my lips. I know. Yeah.
We watched
wow.
the very exciting NBA draft last night.
You're gonna
How
say
was
the
that?
debate.
I know,
real
that's what I thought you were
boring.
gonna say
You
too.
guys ever watched it?
Oh,
Dramamine is an antihistamine.
that's what Cody
So I
said.
wasn't drunk. All right. Thanks, Cody.
I don't think it is.
I mean, I thought Dramamine though was like specifically for nausea, like motion sickness.
Looking it up.
Not nausea, but specifically motion sickness, right?
Questioning your husband.
If you guys have ever watched the draft, it's real boring.
I have
Actually
seen
haven't.
clips of it at
Ooh.
times, and it does not seem like anything exciting. I'm
But-
not gonna lie.
The amount of excitement from my child,
Yeah.
it was like he was
Aw.
in the draft. He was bouncing around, and he's like, had his hand
Really?
in his mouth. He was so excited when it started. It was pretty cute. He goes, "Dad, would you cry if I was in the draft?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh
Are you
my
serious?
God."
They're like, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be the first one I'd watch.
Mhm.
I thought it was
Yeah,
so cute.
exactly.
And then he
For a
watched
reason.
it. Oh yeah, mute
Yeah.
that if Tyler's listening.
Don't let Tyler hear you call
Um,
it boring.
But he loved it.
Yeah.
He like watches it.
That's
that's
what makes
crazy.
it great. Is when they love it. You know, when your kids are excited about something.
Did you guys watch any of the debate before you headed over?
Mark sent me a couple of funny clips.
I haven't watched any of it.
Ah,
Matthew-
damn it,
Matthew was
Cody's
like-
right.
Oh, Cody.
It's in a class of
Thanks, Cody. Well,
You
hey,
were
dude,
right.
you
Win
could
that
try
one.
it.
You win that one.
The ginger one didn't make me feel drowsy. And I've tried non-drowsy before, and they make me feel like that.
Yeah.
This one didn't.
It's all I had in my cupboard, and I was like, I cannot go through the day looking like this. I mean, it was so bad. It's like,
I have some allergy medicine if you want to borrow, if
That's-
you want some. That
Yeah, that's
doesn't
crazy.
like make you feel super tired. It's not like Benadryl.
That's crazy.
it was dumb.
Oh, man.
That was-
Um,
that's-
Oh, the debate.
yeah.
We don't have to get into politics because we
No.
all know where that can go.
Yeah.
But Mark showed me one clip of Biden doing the Biden thing where he like is talking and then he kind of loses, you know,
Yes.
I know it's sad, like
Yes.
loses his train of thought and like stumbles. And it's during the debate. And then Trump is like looking at him and then he looks back. He's like, I have no idea what he just said. I don't think he knows what he just said. And I know
I
that's
mean-
so rude. I'm not trying to spread hate, but like that clip,
No.
I cried because I'm like, I feel bad, but you're not wrong because I don't know what he said
I
either.
know.
Like,
I know.
It's like, what the hell? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not a very political person. I just don't feel like we're in a great position either way. So that's all I'm going to
Totally.
say on that.
And that's all I have to say
And
about
that's
that.
all I have to say about
About
that.
that.
Erica, they both did terrible.
Life is like, yeah. This which are the better of two evils kind
Matthew
of thing.
messaged me. He's like, "Are you watching the debate?" Because he's at a friend's house. I was like, "Nope, I can't." I think
Is
I
he
would just.
watching it?
I think it was on at wherever. He's like,
Oh.
"Man, he's like, I did not realize how old Biden was," and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we've told you, like he's old. There should be an age cap on presidency because
Yeah, I think that's fair. Or at
Yeah, I
least like
think
some
it
type
should.
of.
old is old.
Yeah.
Just you know,
I agree, Erica. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I did a grocery delivery today.
hey, I saw it and I was gonna message you to tell you that it was on your patio
I
or
felt
on your.
so irritated.
Did they?
What?
Were they did they not tell you?
No, 0. So I ordered from Costco. You know, I just have been meaning to go and like I'm
Instacart,
just like,
right?
"Duh, I can't get there."
Yeah.
So I put in an order. You know, Costco orders are like 200 plus.
Lot.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Easy.
So I knew like the hours about it was supposed to come.
yeah.
So I kept like randomly checking, but then Mark texts Cody and I and is like, "You guys have groceries on your porch."
Yeah.
So I look back, it had been sitting there for almost an hour,
Uh-oh. In the heat.
and
The sun shine.
Yeah.
so it's on our porch. Here's the line of shade.
Mm-hmm.
It's right here in the blazing sun. I was like, you could have scooted that back
Yeah.
6
Uh-huh.
inches,
At
and
least
it
put
would
in
have been in the
damn
shade. I was so irritated. I felt real
Damn
mad.
it.
Well, I passed. I think I just had gone. Was it around noon or something?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
didn't even like ring. It didn't even like notify
Your camp.
our doorbell.
Mhm.
Like-
what?
Because I went to go pick
it
up
must
Jack.
have been like,
They're like,
yeah.
drop and run. Do they not text you when it arrives?
apparently not, because it sat there for
See, that's
an hour.
that's probably why I didn't message you, because I was like, I don't want to be like annoying and be like, just so you know, because like, you know, most places do. So I didn't want to be like,
Yeah.
by the way, because I was like, I
You
didn't.
should do it. You've let
I
me know before.
I know.
Yeah,
There's times I forget.
I couldn't remember if you were working. I don't know. Oh yeah. Anyway,
yeah, I was
I was just
working, so I
confused,
wasn't
and then
like.
I was frantic, and then
Then I asked like our babysitter, I was like, "Did you hear the doorbell?" She's like, "No." So I'm like, "Oh man,"
Putting
like
stuff-
throwing in the
did
groceries.
anything
She's
go
probably
bad?
like, opening.
Yeah, was
Well, I
everything okay?
got some of those Samoa things. They're all melted.
You should message.
No.
I did. Did you? And what did
Yeah.
they say?
They refunded
Good.
everything
Good.
that was ruined.
Good.
I was real mad.
I would be too.
Some of those.
I was
That's
like
super
a little.
frustrating.
I'm not. You don't have to wait for me to come to the door,
No.
but like
Some
Mhm.
kind of notification
it
would be
Mhm.
super
irritated me
nice.
real bad.
Yeah, I agree.
mad.
You gotta be like I always get a text.
Mhm.
I actually tell them not to ring my doorbell
Guess kids are sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
because they're sleeping or just I don't
Maybe
know.
if I do
Dog
it
starts
again,
barking. Yeah.
because now I have a credit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, please ring doorbell, because
Mhm.
apparently they ditch and or drop and run.
Yeah.
Drop
like,
and
just-
go.
Yeah.
I was irritated.
Yeah, that's frustrating for sure.
That is irritating.
That would drive
Then
me
I get
nuts.
flipped off. I was like, what is happening today?
I know. It's a day. It's
Do I have a sign above my head
right?
that says "Give Kim hell today"? Who's testing me?
Do you guys ever get super overwhelmed? Like I'm having anxiety because I know tomorrow morning's gonna be like ridiculously.
Oh yeah.
Busy.
It's like all
Yeah.
day today. I've been thinking, yeah, you need. Hey, we need a drink. We need a drink.
Right now.
That's what she said. You need a drink.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca.
She said.
You're right. Will you make us one?
Yeah.
I feel like those
We
are
ready,
times when I
right?
like do nothing. When I like shut down mode. If
Yeah.
there's too much to do, I'm like, I'm not gonna do any
Yeah.
of it.
I mean, that's how I feel, except for that it's
I
like
have to do it.
I have to.
Mhm.
I have to take my car in because it's been acting up.
I told you I'll
I
take
can't.
you.
No, I know. I can take the car there. It's just hoping that the shuttle can get me back here by 9:30 for my appointment tomorrow.
Mm.
My
Why don't you
client.
just have me take you?
Mm.
Well,
then
because
you'll be back.
but Jack has to get to karate to camp by 9. So if I am there by 8:30, I just don't know if because it's at Stockton 12. Anyway,
Is it a half hour away?
I feel like it.
Right? Yeah.
Uh,
I want to know the name. Rebecca says, I want to know the name
know,
of
same.
the yummy raspberry stuff you mentioned. Got to figure it out.
Text him.
Oh, hold on. I took a
Raspberry.
picture.
Yeah.
I did learn after the fact that it is a liqueur. So I don't think it's as high in
It
alcohol
wasn't amaretto,
content.
was it? Because amaretto isn't raspberry. It's Mom. What is
Where the hell is
amaretto?
Isn't it?
She loves it.
Oh, I bet it's in Mark's. Did I take
Hazelnut
it
or
with Mark?
something?
Almond, I think.
Or, yeah. Some sort
That's
of
not
nut.
it. You know what? I'll have Mark text it to me. I think I took it on his phone because I didn't have mine.
Because when I went over the other day, they had it on their counter.
Text me the liqueur in the basement.
No, I know he's got. Yeah, no, but maybe that's I
It
don't
was
know.
upstairs.
Mhm. So I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh! I'll
I know their basement's cool
Mark
too.
text it to me, honey.
Their ceilings
pictures
are
on
so
your phone.
tall.
Yeah, they're
I'm
9
like,
feet.
I want tall ceilings like that in my basement.
It
Ooh,
makes
I
it
want
look
9
so grand.
Yeah.
It seems so
It's-
much, not like a dungeon.
Right.
It's so nice.
And I do a jumping jack or a squat jump, and I slam my hand in the ceiling
Right?
because I forget almond. Yeah. So it's not.
How
it
tall are
wasn't-
yours? Are they 8?
No.
What are they? 7?
Yeah, I bet.
Really?
Yeah, 9's insane. Like it does change the
Yeah.
room. It changes the whole feel of the room.
I like it a lot.
Me too.
Our old house, if we had finished our basement, they would have been 9 foot ceilings.
Oh,
I think.
nice.
Yeah.
Really?
But we didn't. So
Do you think it was almond?
Almond.
Not
no,
raspberry?
no.
No, it was
was
definitely
raspberry. Oh,
raspberry.
Yeah, so it wasn't
Yeah.
amaretto. It was something different.
No.
Raspberry schnapps.
It wasn't schnapps.
Mm.
It was a liqueur.
Search just
Which is
raspberry
like-
liqueurs and see what comes
See if I can see the
forward.
bottom. I'm waiting for Mark. Honey, I know you're on.
Come on, Mark.
The photo is on your phone. I took it on yours. Let's see. Raspberry liqueur. But I guess Mark said it's like usually used to mix drinks.
Like just a flavoring.
You know, it does have alcohol in it. Oh, look, there it is.
You took a shot.
Chambord?
You took a shot of it.
Yeah.
Was it kind of thick?
Oh, it was, it was delicious. No.
Never had it before.
Yeah. Chambord. Chambord. Delicious.
There you go.
So
I feel
delicious.
like I drank that in my 20s.
Really?
Did you?
Probably.
I've never had it.
Still want
My first time. So there's my recommendation for you.
Martinelli's champagne. Basically what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
We went
At
out
the
one
piano
time
bar?
and got the best
Yeah.
champagne at a piano bar.
It was so good.
It really was like
Delightful.
juice.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drink like 4 bottles myself.
Oh yeah.
I think we drank
think
what?
you did.
4? No, I didn't. I didn't
She
myself.
had the whole bottle just right in front of her.
4 of them.
Fist in hand.
No, because there was other people.
Yeah, there
that
was.
drinking too.
Yeah, we
But
all
I
were.
think we went through 4 bottles.
Yeah.
There was 5 of us drinking.
No,
you
6.
drinking?
There's 6. Oh
6 of
shit,
us, but only
5.
5 were drinking.
That's right. Yeah. You know what else is good is amarettos.
Yeah, amaretto sours.
Nope. That's not what I was going for. Mimosas.
Oh. With champagne.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had those
I
for
do like-
Father's Day when I was making like that pasta salad for Mark and stuff. I had 3 glasses.
Yeah, dude. Were you
Like,
feeling real
these
happy?
are so easy to down.
That's
passed out and you're
Come on.
comfortable.
I actually felt fine.
That's Easter every year for me. Like, yeah, buddy.
I was like, these are too easy to
Yeah.
drink. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But
I like them.
anyways, I'm not a lush. I don't drink that often, but when I do, it's delicious. I want it to taste good.
Yeah.
I took the boys to Vegas.
You
Oh,
did.
that's
I
right.
haven't,
She's
talked-
been
I haven't
along.
been on since then.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've been on
We-
a while.
We landed and I opened up my phone and I got an email that our return flight had been canceled. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, yeah.
I was
my
like,
gosh.
oh, that's great. So we
Cool, I
had to
just got
actually
here.
stay another night. Luckily, Cody had the hotel,
That's
So-
wild.
but it was fun. Vegas isn't my favorite with children.
No.
Yeah.
And
Very
especially
different.
when I was like by myself, it was fine, like out and about, but like bathroom trips were hard
Oh, yeah.
because I have to take, like for dinner, I have to take both of them. We have to
Yeah.
go all together. We all go in the girls because I'm not going to let them go in the boys by themselves.
Mm.
At the airport, we all have to like take everything into the bathroom. And my children really like to go to the bathroom when we're in public.
They do.
Every single
They have
food
to
time.
go
issue.
every time.
Yeah. When we're in public, it's like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. So it was lots of like bathroom trips, but it was fun. We stayed at the Wynn, which was very nice.
Did you go to the pool?
Yeah, it was really pretty. That we got in trouble, or the kids did, for jumping in.
You can't
How
jump in
dare
the
you,
pool?
children?
I guess not. The
So I do
first,
want to
the
keep it
first time
nice
we
for-
were there, they let them jump in. Like, we weren't jumping around like the people. Like, I made
yeah.
sure we were. I feel like I'm a pretty, like, conscious parent. And, like, I'm not going to let them
Considerate.
just, like, flop all around. Like,
right.
So they were over where no one was the first time. And then the next day we went back and they were told no jumping in the pool.
Oh.
So
Like, who's on duty today?
Yeah,
Send them
right?
home.
switch out
Yeah.
lifeguards. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But it was very pretty. It was a pretty pool.
I feel like
It was nice.
that's what I love. That is something I love about Vegas is I think almost all the pools at the hotels are nice.
Mhm.
Like those alone just kind of feel like a getaway or a vacation, you know?
Yeah, it was good. They loved the M&M store.
Oh.
They wanted to go there. And they
Cute.
loved
Cute.
Rainforest Cafe.
Where's that?
It's not in, it's by like Planet Hollywood. It's not like in a hotel. It's like a little shopping center almost. There's like the Target and then
Did we go on the no, we didn't.
a whole bunch
No.
of weed shops through this.
Really?
little- yeah.
Yeah.
But they're right at the
Your
entrance.
boys are
There's
like,
a
"What?"
Rainforest Cafe
Yeah.
and they wanted to go twice. They loved it.
Oh.
They asked today, is there a rainforest place here?
That's cute.
No.
Does it just look like a rainforest inside?
Yeah. And
Oh.
it has like the lights will go down and it has a storm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So they
cool.
loved that.
Oh,
Did you guys ever
that's
go to
neat.
Wagon Master?
Yes, growing up.
I freaking love that place.
I did
It was
too.
so cool.
Is that what it
Go
was called?
eat in a wagon?
Master?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've told you about
Murray.
the place.
the
up-
restaurant you found.
Yeah, where you eat in a wagon.
Yeah, I want to do
I
that.
know. I do too.
It's
It'd be
fun.
fun.
Go
The
eat
boys
in a
love
wagon.
that place.
I love the Wagon Master. I thought it was like such a cool experience.
I know. Every
That was
time
when I
I'd
was
come
younger.
every time I'd come to visit my dad here in Utah, that's what I'd ask to go there.
to go to Wagon
Yeah.
Master.
They're like, okay, because
that
I guess the food wasn't like exceptional, like
No.
nothing great, but it was like the experience of it.
Yes.
seemed cool.
Is that the one that was over
In Murray.
Taylorsville?
Yeah.
No.
What was
I think
that
more
one
Murray
called?
because
It
I
was
think it's a
Murray.
little further east.
It was on like 7th East and like 50 something.
There was
south.
another one though. Right in Taylorsville. It's closed and gone now. But it was same thing. You ate in a wagon and you always got. Was it Frontier Pies?
Oh.
Wasn't that the same place?
Nope.
No? Frontier Pies.
Is that what it was called?
I
And
don't
you would
know.
get, if you got a meal, you'd always get free pies and you ate in a wagon.
Oh. I don't know.
I thought that was the only one.
Yeah.
The
I did
Wagon
too.
Master.
I'm going to look up.
Yeah, look it
Yeah.
up.
Look it up.
At Mall of America has
Oh,
one
go there.
has one
A
of my
rain-
kids.
A Rainforest Cafe, I think. They also go.
Oh, that always has to go when we go there.
Yeah, the kids.
The kids like
Oh,
to go there. Yeah, yeah.
they
That's
loved
cool.
it.
Mall of America.
And
I
then
want to do the dome. Did you guys do the dome?
And
Cody did it. It's so expensive.
Is it?
Really?
It's like $100. If
a ticket?
yeah, and then like concerts. So I just saw a thing that the
Probably
Eagles
Germany.
are there,
Mm-hmm.
and they said like one of the lowest tickets is like $500.
Holy
it's
shit balls.
Very expensive,
Wow.
and I guess just to get in,
Mm-hmm.
is like $100. Cody's
Wow.
work or someone did an event there that he went to, and he wasn't gonna go, and I was like, no, you should go because I hear it's really awesome and
Yeah.
it's expensive. So if you
They're
can
going to take
go.
you. Go.
Yeah.
He said, it's like a corporate work event, so they're like passing around drinks like crazy, and he was like, all these people were saying that they were getting sick
Yeah, it's quiet.
because they are drinking, and then it's like a big, huge screen,
Yeah.
which I feel like would probably make me sick too.
Yeah. That's
Oh
a lot.
yeah. Like the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
he said
could-
it was really cool.
I want to go
I know.
at some point. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Let's see, Erica says it reminds me of Casa Bonito in Denver. Bonita. The food isn't great, but the experience is amazing. They have waterfalls with people that jump off them.
Yeah. And then Rebecca. That was like the Mayan.
That was like the
Yeah.
Mayan
That
was so
that was
fun.
here
I never
next to the
went.
movie
You
theater.
It
I
was
did.
fun. I had a friend that used to dive in the show.
Oh.
You did?
Uh-huh.
They dove so high up.
And you landed. It
It's
looked like it was like this big.
Totally.
Ooh.
Like, try to land in that. But they would just bloop.
And it was so smooth. It was like flip, front flip, back flip, aerial, somersault,
Toe touches.
toe touch.
You can-
What's it? Gainer, dive. And then they're in the water.
Cannonball.
And they had like so they would dive under and then they could come up on the other side.
Oh.
So you'd never see them get out.
Yeah,
Yep,
What?
this was cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of stressful. I'm like, did they die?
I know. Did they survive?
I was sad when that place closed. I actually really
know.
liked
Yeah.
it. It
It
was a
was.
fun experience.
It was.
Restaurant.
It was
Like
like
we
the
need
right
more.
idea.
We need more of those places here.
I think the food just needed to be better.
Yeah.
When you're gonna have a place like that where you know it's pricier because of it,
Yeah.
your food needs to be banging.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if the food's banging, people will go.
Amazing, but we went twice.
Yeah. Maybe location too. I mean, Vegas.
Yeah.
You know?
$1 million.
Yeah. People go to Vegas to spend money.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Vegas.
Yeah.
You know,
You know you got to take lots of extra money when you go.
exactly. You're like the expectation is you spend. That's what
Yeah,
you do
and then you go to a pool party and you spend like $22 on a cup of juice.
on a cup
know what
of
I'm
orange juice, pineapple
God, the
juice.
juice was. I was like, "There's no liquor in
Totally.
this."
What the hell is this?
That's why I refuse to buy many drinks there because I'm
I
like,
know.
they're $1 billion.
Well, that's why you
There's
just have
nothing in
people
'em.
offer you the rest of their margarita.
And then you drink
know?
it.
Drinking, you feel real good. I don't know what was in this, but it was delicious.
I
Or
just-
where it came from.
my favorite. She's like, "You want to try it?" You're all, "Yeah." Well,
She said she was done.
and then she said, "Do you want to finish it?"
Wait.
Oh no, it's okay.
She said, "I can't finish this," and I was like, "All right. I mean, if you're gonna throw it away, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
I
wasteful.
won't let you waste
You're
that. That's
just
a lot of
you're
money."
gonna finish that?
Do you want the rest of that? It's like what Mark does to me. It's like, I'm taking my first bite. Are you done? No, bitch, I just started. I'm not done.
Leave me alone.
Lay off me. I'm
Oh.
starving.
That's awesome. Well, I have to be honest. I've only listened to like one true crime podcast ever. So
Yeah.
Well,
It was
these are,
good.
I guess, true. This will make us a true crime podcast.
yeah,
It will.
once we talk about
We're
true crime
officially-
We'll see how it
on
goes.
our
We're
podcast.
officially true crime. gonna give us all
If you guys have some
feel warm
favorites,
inside.
which feels weird to say, your favorite true crime, whatever, that feels really weird.
I know.
But if you've had one that you've found was really intriguing.
Cody loves everything
Sure.
crime and ghost related. So he always listens to the podcast and he'll be like, just listen to it. Just listen to it. So we'll sometimes listen to it at work and it's
True crime has really like, well, I guess like you said, you guys, it's always been like somewhat popular with 2020 and like those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Dateline, is that the other one?
Oh
that
yeah.
it was.
Yeah. Right.
But I feel like podcasts and things have made it more
for sure.
popular, right?
True.
Like it's really.
because you could probably dive into them. So what gave me this idea is this lady on Instagram. She has some sort of ties to Utah. I don't know if she used to live here, but she's a lawyer. So she will talk about a lot of these, like she talked about, like Justin Timberlake. She's talked about like there's been a few big influencer divorces happening, that she'll like touch on. And
Interesting.
but I was like, oh,
Bring
we
to
could
the
do that.
forefront the news.
We may not
Yeah.
be lawyers, but we can do it.
yeah, we can
got
share our
this.
opinions.
Mhm.
So I kind of mentioned this one the other day. This happened in good old St. George.
Oh, yeah.
That's too close for comfort.
Well, it's brand new.
Ruby Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Too.
Wait, which one is she?
She's
The
the,
one with the-
passenger, 8 passenger, or
Oh.
whatever it was called.
Yeah,
on
a
YouTube.
passenger van or something.
So this one it was a 2-victim homicide, and the suspect is 28-year-old Mia Bailey, and she killed her parents.
Yeah.
What?
Did you hear about this one?
No.
When this literally when did you say? Like last week.
Yeah. When was? I need a date here.
I know,
Let's
right?
see. This
Thursday.
was June 20th. So it's like
Oh, yeah.
within the last week.
7 days ago.
What?
It's 27.
So she doesn't live in the house. She enters the home, shoots her mom first. Then her dad obviously hears shots, comes in. She shoots her dad. Then she went downstairs. The brother and sister-in-law both live there. She tried to shoot them through the door that was closed. They had like barricaded themselves in the door or in the bedroom. So then she goes back upstairs and like shot them again. Then so at that point people had
Heard.
called the cops. So she fled. She got away for like one day. Then she turned herself in.
What?
Okay.
And let me scan down here.
So she the 20-year-old turns herself in.
Oh, and the brother had previously filed a restraining order against her.
So there must have been other things. Is that her?
Yeah,
Signs.
yeah.
Is that her? Because she had cut her hair.
Oh, is it? Maybe that's an old picture.
I think that's an older picture.
she
Yeah,
is.
I know.
Goodness.
Sorry, you could probably look it up too, especially since it's so recent.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I'm
look
sure you can-
scary.
So when
There.
she turned herself in, let me find it. Sorry, I should have had
No,
this.
you're
No,
fine.
you're fine. You can
Guys.
even just read it if you need to.
Yeah.
Well, part of it, she turned herself in and said that she did not feel remorse, and she did not regret it, that she hated them.
What? Like why? Oh, let's see. Rebecca said she was trans.
She
So that was probably when she was a male. Oh, the
Oh,
short hair.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay.
she was transitioning from male to female. Would you wonder, does it affect like your hormones?
Maybe.
Does it affect your decision? Like I wonder if
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe they
know.
didn't approve with
their
choice.
or was it
and
just
so
that like
So there was
they didn't get approval
angst
or give
between
her approval.
Yeah.
Because so she was
Is
caught.
that what she said?
Yes, she turned herself in.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
She's not denying any of it.
No,
And she has no
she
remorse.
states that she did not have any remorse for her actions, and that she would not change what she had done. Mia stated, "I would do it again. I hated them."
Wowza.
That's terrifying, man. I mean, obviously we don't know the whole story, but there's ways to get
Well,
help.
Right. Like if you have
not
those
talk it
feelings-
out a little bit.
Right.
or find someone else to talk it out with.
Yeah, if
You
you're
know?
feeling really hateful towards someone, I think maybe you just need to avoid them completely or like end ties, right? Like I
Yeah.
can't deal with this anymore, so I am setting my boundaries.
Exactly.
But holy dude,
But to full
a
on.
little
Those are-
excessive.
Those are some big choices in life, you know?
Oh yeah. That's that. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's got to affect just, I think, showing no remorse and not being sad or anything about it has
Right.
got to affect their sentencing, right?
I think so.
I would imagine that comes into play when they're going to court.
To what are the, like insanity or whatever?
Yeah. I was gonna
Like,
say I don't
yeah.
know if it affects like how many years,
No.
but it affects like how it goes,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
as far as like, is it more of
I think it
an
would.
insanity thing where they need to be in like more like an
Yikes,
asylum
guys.
and
Yeah.
different therapy? I don't know.
So be nice to your children.
I
Yeah.
guess.
They may
Holy
kill
I'm not gonna
you
be
one day.
that.
Wow.
I mean, I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna let them have whatever they want in fear that they're gonna come murder me. Because I feel like they also need to be good humans.
Right,
they
right,
need some kind of
right.
discipline and like
Discipline and accepting them
right.
is different.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, that one's rough.
I mean, I think Matthew's pretty mad at me for not allowing him to have sleepovers right now. So I don't think
So
he'll murder
probably
me.
hide all the weapons.
Yeah.
just dig in your grave, I guess.
Yeah. Seriously, he's like staring me down.
Right,
I'm
he's
like,
like-
"Ugh." He does this. I know. Have you guys in the pool? He makes that weird sound.
What?
He's like in the
Yeah.
water. But then,
Oh.
but then he'll kind of look at me sometimes, like to be funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ugh," and he'll like look at me like this, and it looks like so satanic. I'm like, oh, stop! But he like thinks it's so funny. He's like, ha ha. I'm like, ew,
You're freaking me out.
it's freaking me out.
Now when like my kids get mad at me, they're like, "I hate you." I'll be like,
Oh yeah.
I
lock
think-
my door.
I think Jack is the only one that said he's hated me. But you know how he is. He really is
Oh.
Sour Patch. Like
Yeah.
today he was so cute and helpful and like, Mom, do you think you can get this for me? I'm like, sure. But he's like, thank you so much. And he's like, oh, just 1 minute. I'll help you come get the door. I'm like, oh, I got it. He's like, oh. He was like so sweet and proud of me for being able to carry stuff in and be. I was like, thanks, buddy. And then, like, but then you piss him off and it is like
It's the end.
he might be the one to take me out if any of them do. It'll be
I don't
him.
even think you have to make him that mad. You just like tell him to maybe get out of the
Right?
tree, and he's like, "Oh,
It's true. I mean, that kid is like.
But he runs and cries in
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
gives you the mean mug and he's like,
He does do like the silent.
he
does.
does, he's silent. He'll just stare
He's
you
done
down
that for
as
so long
fast as he
too.
can.
Like
Yeah.
that's not new.
long as I can remember, you're right.
Yeah. We'd be sitting on the lawn and I say, hey, but whatever. And he's like, and then he
Yeah.
like poke back out to glare at me and then back in. It's so funny. Okay, the Chris Watts thing. I am not familiar with that. Have you guys heard about
I'm
this
not
at all?
either. No.
Yeah,
What's
Okay.
the Chris
only
Watts
because
case?
of Cody.
Okay.
He could.
Give us
He'd
the-
have a lot to say.
Give us the rundown.
Maybe you should come over and fill
Right?
Molly's spot.
Right.
I mean, we can always dive into this on our own to get more details, but you can just give us like the gist.
He was a very like wealthy. I'm probably gonna slaughter this because
That's okay.
We
They can correct us.
we
Yeah.
watched a
Christina.
thing a long time ago on it, but he
Yeah.
was like a wealthy family, and he killed his wife and his son, I believe.
Whoa.
Oh.
And it was like out in the barn.
no,
Is
no,
it-
no.
Is that the guy?
No. Okay, I know a little bit about this
Chris
story.
Watts.
Oh, that's a different one then.
This was, so he was married. He had two. This one like
Wife and two
breaks
kids.
my heart.
Oh,
There
Wait,
was
is
a
this the one in southern
whole
Utah?
there was a whole documentary. I think so, and I couldn't watch it. Like my brother actually told me about this one, and I'm like, I can't even watch it. Like hearing what I've heard so far, there's no
I
way.
have a hard time watching them with the kids.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they
yeah,
just
Yeah,
I don't watch any of this shit. It just breaks my heart.
Frederick, Colorado. Is that the one?
I don't.
Oh, no.
I don't
Is
know.
that the one?
Frederick,
Christina.
Colorado. So Chris Watts married with two girls, and I guess he was having an affair with
Oh.
another woman. And his wife started to get suspicious. Again, I didn't watch it. This is just what I heard. And so she started to question him on it. Then they would fight. And I guess was it one night she was like,
Oh, it's-
that's it, I'm leaving. And apparently they made love or whatever. And then he killed her.
Whoa.
Oh.
And this is the part like I just can't even say. But oh yeah, she was pregnant. Was she pregnant? She was pregnant. Oh my hell.
gosh.
And then he took their two daughters
Oh,
and
yeah.
took them in the truck and drove. And
And he died too?
No.
Oh,
But he
just
took both his daughters out.
wow.
It is like heartbreaking. Oh my gosh.
I wonder what what something's gotta like snap in your brain
Yeah.
where like logic just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
There is a lot of murder
Jay, what,
talk.
you're
You
not in
turn
here.
you
We're doing
turn
true crime.
into a psychopath / sociopath where you, to hurt innocent, you are
Yeah.
far gone.
You
Far
can't
gone.
have logical reasoning.
No.
Not at all.
Well, and so the lady he was having an affair with, I guess during the investigation, they would read like messages between him and that woman, and she for sure was encouraging this type of
Oh,
behavior
To
too.
murder.
Yes.
Get rid of her.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's a whole twisted case, but
That's
it's so sad. Do you remember that one with the girl, and she was young and she had her boyfriend, and they took his van or her van. I think, was it hers or his? And they decided they're going to start like road tripping and like
Gabby
share.
Petito. Was it just last year?
Was
And
that
he
her
murdered
name?
her.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were engaged.
Yes.
And they got pulled over at one point because they had gotten into an altercation somewhere and they got pulled over, but he was kind of blaming her.
Uh-huh.
But had they done a little more research, they would have realized that like actually she was being like emotionally and probably verbally all the things
Totally
abused.
abused.
So they just didn't really investigate well enough, and then they went missing, and then she'd been murdered.
Yeah.
is he
I think he's in jail. Oh no,
No.
ended up killing
He
himself.
he ended up taking his life.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone saw at a restaurant, like they were either in their car or something, and someone saw like he definitely was hitting her.
Oh,
And so they
really?
called the cops and reported like the van and what it looked like.
They said she was acting crazy or something.
And then they
Really?
pulled over, they separated them and like talked to them both separately. You could tell she's very distraught, but she is like taking blame. You could tell for sure she was in a very manipulative, emotionally abusive relationship because she was taking blame for something that was not her fault at all.
Right.
And he was like kind of playing like more on the side of she's kind of crazy kind of
He's
thing.
trying to protect himself.
Yep.
Imagine if you were the cop though or anyone
I
involved in
know.
pulling them over,
I'm
and we're like,
I know.
you had them.
Their life right there.
Yeah.
That'd be hard. I mean, the cops, I remember they said, you both need to like stay the night apart, like get your own. But then
Where are they
they
gonna go?
both drove off in the van together,
Yeah.
and then they went camping
Wyoming.
and in Wyoming, and he took her life. Like he came home back to
Yeah,
his house
Florida.
without her. Yeah. To Florida, to his home. And her family was like, where is my daughter? What's her name? Gabby?
Did you forget something?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And he was like really
Right.
weird about
Where's
it.
my daughter?
jeez.
Anyways, and then he took off and they were trying to find him, and then they found that he took his life.
Ugh. Well, they thought weren't his parents kind of hiding him for a minute? They were kind of, or they
I don't
thought
think
they were, but maybe they weren't.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I do. You're right. Like they were trying to like, well, where did he go?
Yeah.
Do you think you would
Out my
hide
kid?
your kid, or would you
No.
turn them
Honestly, I'm like I don't. Well, I mean, I don't know because I've never been put in this situation. But I
Yeah.
feel like if I knew my kid had done something terrible, I feel like you have to be. You're responsible for this, and you're gonna
Yeah.
take
Responsibility.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
own up to your actions.
Me
I'm
too.
not okay with getting away with like whatever.
Well, that
No.
I'd be like, dude, you need like
Help.
Yeah.
you what? Like, I'm sorry, you
Yeah.
take someone's life. You've
Like,
done the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you're in this. I'm not sorry that but I'm like, I'm sorry that you're in this mental state. Like, I don't know what got you here.
Right.
I wish you had done something to deal with it before it got to this point. But no, now you're here. So
It's so
Yeah.
sad. And there was that one I did like actually watch a lot on.
yeah,
because
when it was everywhere.
yeah, they were both young, but when it involves little kids, I literally just
Yeah,
can't
that one's
emotionally
hard.
handle it. But that one, there was a psychologist that like was sharing like videos, like watch when he responds this and how she
Oh.
reacts.
Do you guys get
And it's
stuck
subtle
with those?
stuff sometimes,
Yeah.
right? Just subtle differences that you can tell that she almost shuts down, or like how her body language looks, or like how she looks away, or and then how his stance is very like, but it wasn't always super obvious. And then they talk about, like the emotional abuse, the manipulative remarks that like so many signs, Oh, it's just sad.
So sad.
Have you guys heard of Karen Reed?
No.
No, maybe not.
So this one, it's in court right now.
Oh.
So they're trying to figure out if she killed her police officer boyfriend or if it was a cover-up.
What?
This one seems pretty juicy. I don't know tons of it. So from what I understood, they were like at a party. They got in a fight. This is, I guess, where I don't understand how they're trying to say it's a cover-up. But I also didn't read very well.
They're at a party. They got in a
Love it.
fight. So it's a girlfriend and a cop.
Sorry, pause for 1 moment.
Just read part of it.
Do you ever get stuck on the videos on like Facebook and stuff where they are like doing all of that psychology stuff, like watching, and then they break it down for you,
Yeah.
all the things? And I saw
Yes.
I saw this one girl. I don't remember names or anything or location. They kind of lived in like this area where there's like a house and giant fields and creeks and stuff, kind of foresty areas, and then another house. Like it was just very, what do you say? I can't say
Rural.
it. Yeah, that
Rural.
word. I'm not even gonna try to say it.
Rural.
Uh-huh. But it was this teenager, and I don't remember all the details, but she had gone and killed a little girl and come back to her house. It was one of her little sister's friend. I mean, the girl was young. She was probably like a young teen. And I don't remember what drove her to do that. Anyway, she had brutally like murdered this little girl, somehow covered it up, and then totally was denying it, like in while being investigated, and just like completely cold. And I mean, it is amazing how someone can be. I just find those really interesting because I think
And
they're
how they
so
can watch little twitches or little like eye
Yeah.
movements or where they look. And
they're like she's
Ugh.
lying, or
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
It's like
They're
insane.
good. They know their stuff.
Okay, I'm just going
She
to
had
read
him on
this. I'm
fire.
not going to summarize. Did Karen Reed kill her police officer boyfriend by slamming into him
With their car,
with her Lexus, then leaving him to die in a brewing snowstorm after a night out drinking?
Whoa.
Or did John O'Keefe join his law enforcement friends at an after-hours gathering after she dropped him off that night and get beaten up in a fight, only to have his body dumped outside in a panic before they framed Reed for his murder?
Oh snap!
Is she Reed? Is that who
Yeah.
she is?
Yeah,
Her name's Karen Reed.
interesting.
And they
So-
don't know?
Like, if you ran him, I guess if everyone involved is, Reed has been charged with second-degree murder,
Oh,
which in Massachusetts is punishable by life in prison with the possibility of parole.
Oh.
She also faces lesser charges of manslaughter while operating a vehicle under the influence.
What?
So it's this huge like investigation with this, but it like is going now. It's like expanding to the whole police department that they think they might be covering up that
Yeah.
he didn't actually, she had nothing to do with it. He died at a bar. So Reed, who's 44, had worked as an equity analyst and was, let's see, we don't need to know that. O'Keefe, 46, was a 16-year veteran of the Boston Police Department. She often stayed at O'Keefe's house in suburban Canton, where the couple ended up at the house of another Boston police officer, Brian Albert, after a night of bar hopping.
Wow.
yeah. So she's saying, my mom said that they were in a fight.
Uh-huh.
They died. They're saying he died from that, and she is saying that he was at another officer's house, and because they were in a fight.
Yeah, and they're saying that like he had injuries, I guess, that had been there. You know, they can tell like
How old
how
a bruise
yeah,
or something.
how
is.
long they
Yeah.
are, and they had happened before. They're saying she hit him.
What?
Yeah, don't back up over anyone.
Right?
So I guess
Yeah.
there's a possibility that all of these like
Interesting.
people that went out, I guess, are blaming her for him getting beaten up.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So when were the cops
He's a police officer.
right? But when
Oh.
were the cops informed after she hit him?
I don't know.
The body
I
was
didn't
tried to
read that
hit
far.
was hidden. Is that what I understood? Because that, like, if she is innocent, why wouldn't you immediately call? You know, and be like, "Oh my,
I think they
just
framed her. She wasn't. She was, I don't know.
Huh. From what Erica
Yeah.
says, from what I heard, some of the evidence handling / collection wasn't done the best, which is why there is speculation.
As to a cover up.
Yeah. It says it
Huh.
there's like sloppy detective work.
Oh no. Which makes you wonder who was all in on it.
Yeah.
Like,
It would've
was
been-
it the whole like
Police department.
police department?
So her defense is that the entire prosecution case is based on a lie by officers sticking together to protect themselves. Her lawyers say the pieces of tailgate and the hair were planted during the hours before the crime scene was secured. They suggested O'Keefe might have been beaten up by Higgins,
Another police officer.
who had flirted with Reed over text, and that the men panicked before trying to cover up the crime.
Oh, shiz.
Oh, see, that's when I would look like, what is their history like as a couple? What is like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Was there signs of these type of actions? Like, is there,
So
My
this
mom
says
thinks it's a cover-up.
pieces of Reed's broken tailgate were found at the scene, and a single hair from O'Keefe was found on
On her
the
bumper.
rear bumper. A single hair? I feel like if you hit someone, you'd get more than like a single hair.
Yeah.
Prosecutors say
Yeah.
that Reed repeatedly said, I hit him, oh my God, I hit him, to first responders and others. Prosecutors replay angry voicemails Reed left for O'Keefe, painting a picture of a failing relationship. They also questioned her behavior, saying she never cried after O'Keefe's body was found.
Oh, snap. Well, I don't
oh,
know.
see?
Back
Yeah.
and forth. You
Like,
never know.
that's,
I wouldn't be surprised if it went either way. Like, I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay.
That'd be
Yeah.
a hard, like,
I
that'd
don't
be a
wanna be
hard
on
thing
that
to
jury.
have. Yeah. How could you
No.
have, or to be the judge and be like,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
right.
Did you guys just figure this out, maybe?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, you know those cheesy, this is taking it a total different route. I hope justice is served. That's all I got to say. Because if she didn't do it, that would be
Yeah, what
Horrible.
if
so
she's
spending
incredibly
life in
sad.
prison.
Yeah.
What if she serves time for like
Yeah.
these cops that are
mean-
could possibly be dirty?
right.
And that
It-
happens. They'll
Yeah.
say someone was actually discovered as innocent 30 years after this murder happened or whatever. And
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh, these
Right.
people just lost. more
There's
than
my
that.
life.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
So my coworkers and I, they sent this the most hilarious video. You know those funny like cheesy ass judge cases
Judge
over
Judy
dumb
type
shit?
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This judge, I can't remember his name, but the case is they're trying. He was two guys, and they're fighting over like one owes them like $400. That's what it started over.
Yeah.
And then the other one, they're Southern for sure. Like, I don't know. They sound like maybe Kentucky, something like that. But the video shows that the one guy hits the other guy with a huge bag of chicken and he hits him in the head. And so in the courtroom, the guy's like, he's like, talks like with a really strong accent. He goes, I ain't got no head, no neck. I only got shoulder. And he hit me with a chicken. It's so hard. He hit me so hard. He goes, I went to the hospital and I want $2,000 for my, and the judge is losing it. He's like,
Hit you with a bag of chicken.
I'd
like the
wanna
judge
be
is
that
like
judge.
trying to compose himself. He's like, wait, did you really go to the hospital after he hit you with the bag of chicken? And he goes, oh yeah, I got the medical bills right here. And he's like flipping his papers. It's like,
That's unbelievable.
it's so ridiculous.
I would
So,
want to be that guy.
there's my
Right?
true
Judge.
crime. That's the true crime I'll watch.
That's
Really?
So the judge is like, he goes, okay, well, I'm just going to stop you here. I'm going to stop you embarrassing yourself. You just stop embarrassing yourself. We're going to not embarrass your families, your community. No more talk about the chicken.
Stop talking about it. It's
like,
embarrassing.
Oh, so damn
Embarrassing your
funny.
families.
So damn funny.
Did you guys watch the show? Was it on Netflix or something? I think there's a couple seasons of Dirty John.
Uh-uh.
Did you watch
No.
it?
What's that?
So it is like a true crime story, and they had like a podcast of it, and then they like had actors. I forget what that one girl's name is. She's been in a lot of stuff. She was in Friday Night Lights as the mom,
Oh,
long hair. She was also in the country singing show
Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah.
Something Brighton.
Oh.
Connie Brighton.
Okay, there we go.
So she plays like this mom, and she's been in a few like she's had divorced. She had two or three daughters, maybe it's just two. I don't know, a couple and a son, 2 daughters and a son, I think. And she starts dating this one guy. They meet, and it turns out he's like just a con man. Anyway, so it's kind of interesting to watch. But there's one season of their story, and then I think there's 1 or 2 other seasons, and it's like different stories. But I haven't watched. I have watched. I can't remember if I finished it.
What is it called?
Dirty John.
Dirty John.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
good. Maybe I
awful.
should watch it.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's kind of
word.
interesting. I mean, it's like a reenactment of the story,
Right.
You know, but I think like the
But it's based on a true story.
yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Oh my word.
It's crazy. They make it seem like not a sitcom, like a drama,
Right.
you know. But anyway,
But
it's
it's
not
all
like
true.
a documentary. It's like a drama.
A story.
Anyway, the other thing I watched was it was a doctor named John, and he pretended to be a back surgeon. Did you ever listen to that
No.
one?
I think, is this a true story?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard about this.
He performed lots of
Like thousands
yeah,
of surgeries,
of back
right?
surgeries, and people would like end up with all these
Yeah, I
horrific,
think I heard about him.
And what kind of doctor was he?
like a back surgeon.
But what kind of doctor was he actually?
I don't know, not a doctor at all. I don't think he fully graduated or was fully
What?
licensed, or I think
That's
he was kind of
I don't know all the
experimenting.
details.
Yeah, I
Holy
can't remember. It's been a long time
shit.
since I've listened to that one, and I tend to just forget shit.
Could you? Oh,
If you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's
That-
me.
See, those are the times when I'm like, I'm thankful for technology today. And like, not to say people can't still post fast ones, but I feel like those types of things would be harder to do
yeah, it's a
now.
lot
Right.
harder.
There's so many things required, so much
Yeah.
paperwork, so much
Yeah.
proof.
And you're not
Like-
just like taking something in; like you have to verify it through actual sites.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because
Thank goodness.
no, thank you.
Did you watch the Good Nurse?
No.
that
I
movie?
watched a. Oh, no!
It's a recent movie. Anyway.
What was that one show? It was about a nurse and she gets addicted.
Nurse Jackie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
I
good
think
one.
JY watched that one.
Cody was telling me about this like kind of serial killer they just found.
Oh no, I think I saw something about that. That stuff really freaks me out.
What?
They're finding Long Island killer or something they're calling him, which they shouldn't name any of them.
No.
Just give him like a number.
yeah.
Goodness. Yeah,
But-
they don't deserve that flack.
But they've
Wow.
found 6 people so far.
The hell?
I know. JY, good.
Did you fall
Yep.
asleep?
Yeah,
There
there we
you
go.
go.
Good catch. I'm like,
Nurse Jackie is good.
like,
He's like,
wrong
he
chat.
watched it.
Wrong chat. Nudes. I was like,
It was
what
nurse.
is
It was
happening?
Nurse
Oh, Christina, I want to watch.
Black Delilah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh,
I don't think I've heard of that
I
one.
don't know what that is.
Is it a show?
It's a series, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Right? Right, Christina?
I did watch an interesting documentary on, it's called How to Be a Bank Robber or something like that. I
What?
don't want to rob banks, but it was really interesting because this guy.
She's like,
I mean,
how
if I
can
could
I
get
get
away
more
with
money?
it.
right? No. Prison scares me. I would never.
Yeah, same.
Right, like, but it was this guy who built his own house in the woods, like this giant tree house. And he initially, it's weird because like overall, he was actually there's so many people involved in this documentary, right? That knew him personally. Like overall, I guess he was a really good guy, super nice guy. He initially started making his own meth and like selling it, right?
Yeah.
And then he found out like bad things were happening with it. So he's like, oh, I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't want to do that to people. This was like years and years and years ago.
Okay.
And I guess he like
Real honest.
would
Yeah.
casually use it, but not all the time. It's so weird. So then he's like, you know what? What if we rob a bank? Like there was a movie he watched that was big back in the day with oh my hell.
It's like Ocean's 11 or something.
No. This was way before Ocean's 11.
Let's rob a casino.
Dirty Dancing main character. Why can't I think of his name?
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. And so he like talked to his buddies into this. They started robbing the local bank.
Oh.
And then they would hit up other banks and they set up this whole trail of like, and they would rob multiple banks. And it was this whole, they gave him a name. This is why it made me think of it. What was his damn name? Oh my hell. It was like kind of comical for a minute. And then they ended up getting caught and he actually ended up taken his life because he's like, I won't go to jail. That was his thing. He's like, I won't. If I get caught, I'm done. Like he told everybody that.
Oh.
But this was like their final robbery, right?
Yeah.
And the cops, anyways,
That's how it always
always
goes.
like just
The
one
big
more
one or
time, and then that's it. It was interesting though. Just interesting.
Can I read
Let's
that one?
see. Yeah, Erica says there is also a survivor of a serial killer, and she is such an amazing person. Her name is Kara Robinson Chamberlain. She is the only survivor. There is a movie and documentary about her.
Oh, sheesh.
Ooh, that's cool.
But
She tells her story on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh,
What I wonder, do you know what serial killer it was?
interesting.
There's
Is it the one where she was captured and like
No, are you thinking? Wait, which one are you thinking?
the one where he?
She had a baby with him.
No,
No.
What?
no, I remember that one. I remember that
I
one.
think that was just a movie.
No. There's
Oh,
a
was
true
there-
story like that. There is.
Oh,
Because I remember the movie. Remember, and she wraps up in the rug to escape the little boy,
Yeah.
and he gets her right out, and then gets help.
Yep.
That
That's
wasn't. Is that
that's-
based on a true
yep.
story? Is
That's
it? Okay.
it wasn't in the rug though. They
She
yeah.
somehow
What was the name? I can't remember.
The Room? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was talking about The Room, but you talked.
Okay.
Sorry.
Uh,
I've seen the documentary on it where she was a teenage girl and she got a ride from a friend's dad that she didn't know super well, but it was a friend that she's seen and she knew that was his dad, her dad. And he's like, do you want me to give you a ride home? And she said, sure. And he took her to his house and never let her go. And he had her and one other girl and maybe a third. And yeah, I mean, you can imagine what was done there. And so, yeah, they had a baby together. And I think when the kid was like almost a teenager or preteen, I guess he left and the house was like, the door was like cracked or not totally locked like it normally is. And so they started waving their hand out the crack of the door and she was saying her name. I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so. I can't remember her name. And then there was a neighbor. Everybody knew this case because the mom of her was looking for her for years and years.
Yeah.
Sadly, the mom passed a couple of years prior to that.
Oh.
But they were like, what? And so then they called the cops.
oh.
She was finally free. And anyways, yeah.
Did you guys ever watch? Was it Dahmer?
Oh,
series?
I know I
Cody
couldn't.
and I were like, "Oh, we should watch it," because he was like, "Oh, I bet I'll like that," and we were like, "This is too dark." We
Yeah.
watched maybe like 2 episodes, and we were like, "Nope."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
couldn't.
Have limits.
Me too.
There's some things
Me
I
too.
just can't.
I'm like,
God.
let's
can't
turn on a
watch.
Disney movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And Pocahontas.
Right?
Something, anything.
Let's see. Erica says she was held and assaulted for 18 hours when she was 15 and she was able to escape. Yeah.
That's the Kara Robinson. Okay.
Okay. I was going to say that's the one I did see a movie on that. And she is on TikTok. That's what struck me to watch it. He then went on the run, and right before the cops got him, he unalived himself, of course. Yeah, he like capture her out of her friend's front yard
Oh my gosh.
or something, and he like pretended he was a salesman.
Really?
Yeah,
See, that's why
I don't
always
trust those
message us.
bitches. Get the fuck out of my. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm not
So I'm
talking
gonna-
to you. I don't know you.
We were pulling
You
up
know?
tonight, and there was, and
Yeah.
right when we were like almost to our street, my phone rang that someone had rang the doorbell.
Mhm.
I was like, "Who is at our house?" And like, so I bring it up, and it was, like an adult. So Cody drives really slow,
Yeah.
and he sees it. It was his salesperson, so he's just like driving real slow. And then they're walking over to your house, and he opens the garage, pulls in, and closes it. And
That's the way to do it.
We were outside talking to Kennedy. We saw the whole thing.
did.
We're like, that's hilarious because we
Yeah.
saw you like stop real slow. You didn't quite open the garage. You're like waiting till he was far enough away. And then
Yeah. JY got it.
I
I think I
know.
saw it on the camera.
I hand it to those door-to-door salesmen because I know they're just trying. But I'm sorry,
know.
there's too many words in the world. I'm
Scary.
I will never answer the door
I
for
know,
you.
I
So
don't
I usually
ever.
have like my kids yelling like, "Who is it?
I know.
Who is it? It's my friend." And
It's
my
like, I
dog's
can't-
barking, and I'm
yeah.
like looking out the like crack. I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?
Oh,
What
I
do
don't
you
give a
want?"
shit.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting the door.
Yeah.
And my doors be
I
locked.
think the summertime's hard too because kids are likely to
kids
go
open
answer
it,
the door
yeah.
because they're thinking it's friends.
It's true,
Yeah, they think their friends are there to play.
right?
They're all excited. It must sound like the most chaotic house.
Right? They're like, I know you're in there.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
a no trespassing sign in my yard. That's what I need to do.
Yeah,
'Cause legally, then they can't come on your property.
in your
I think they
yard.
still do.
Trespassing really is illegal. Like you can call the police
Yep.
on them if they it really was trespassing.
Mark was just talking about that tonight.
Yeah.
Like, especially
Really?
if it's in your, like, if they can read it, I think, from the road or something, like a
Oh,
sign
I'm gonna
big
have
enough.
a big one.
Like a,
Because if it's right on your,
just paint your garage.
No,
No.
freaking trespassing.
Trespassing.
like if it's right on
Bitches.
your,
Yeah.
you know, some people have a, like up by their door.
Yeah, it's too small.
And
Yeah.
it's like
We
this
do.
big.
That's us.
Oh, do you?
is yours
I mean, it's
little?
always been there. We didn't put it there. It was there
Is it
before.
no soliciting or no trespassing?
No soliciting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that one's-
different, right?
Yeah,
We're not
there's-
selling anything.
not held
We're
the
just
same.
we're just wanted to consult you on this idea
Mhm.
that does cost money.
Yeah, hey,
But
they're creative.
I know.
Yeah.
So you're trying to sell me something.
Yeah, the no soliciting is the one that's not enforceable in most places, but the no trespassing.
No
is.
trespassing.
Yeah, that's all right on a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No trespassing.
We'll just put a big sign out.
Once we get our gate up,
Yeah.
we can
That's
put
what
it
I'm
on our
saying.
gate.
Yeah. Yep.
It
a
could
private
be like
gate.
metal, no trespass.
Yeah.
Like the gate could say that.
Yeah, the gate.
That's how it's made.
How did you
Yeah.
miss it?
You can't miss it. Okay.
You could probably slip in through the A though, like the whole.
True.
Anyway.
Well, that was a really
Well,
bright subject, but
Yeah.
Well,
Now that
you
you're
know.
gonna, you feel all warm
no, you're gonna
inside
have
and
bad
fuzzy.
dreams.
Go
Butterflies and rainbows tonight.
go listen to Disney music as you fall asleep.
Yeah. Go watch a happy movie.
If you pray, go say your prayers.
Whatever it takes.
You need another drink.
Go have another
Go have
drink.
another drink so you just fall asleep.
Yep. Lock your doors.
Yeah. do whatever you need to
Think
do.
about happy things. Don't answer the door for strangers.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Especially if you're home alone.
Yeah.
Or just ever.
All right, guys. If you do have any suggestions for topics,
Yeah.
I'll
either
take them.
DM us on our Instagram,
Instagram.
Mom's Take 5, or on here as well.
Yeah, you can always leave a comment for ideas.
Yeah, leave a comment on the, not here, they go away.
Yeah, but
But
on the video that shows
Yeah.
up, the
Yeah.
permanent video.
so let us know if there's anything we haven't talked about or we haven't talked about in a while,
Yeah.
and so we can get it on our
On
schedule.
our schedule.
And if you're not subscribed here on YouTube, do that.
Go and press that subscribe button.
We're still promising a music video once
Yeah.
we hit 1,000
It's true.
subscribers.
That's
So
not that will be fulfilled.
It'll be good.
So
it'll be good.
Thanks,
okay.
guys.
Thank you. Good night. Ta-ta. We'll say goodbye till it's officially gone. Farewell. Mucho love. Buenas noches.